Ex-Obama staffer blows whistle on Biden kickback scheme after Hunter joined Burisma, malfeasance in office. Former White House stenographer pushes to testify under oath in Hunter Biden grand jury case after sending tip to FBI. A former Obama administration staffer is blowing the whistle on the Biden family's business dealings, accusing President Biden of being involved in a kickback scheme in connection with his son Hunter's overseas business dealings while he was vice president. Mike McCormick, a stenographer for the White House for 15 years, told Fox and Friends First the FBI has been ignoring his alarms on the matter despite his willingness to testify under oath before the federal grand jury investigating Hunter. In February, I went to the FBI and filed one of their tips on their website. If you do that, and you're lying to them, you go to jail. I'm not lying. I'm telling the truth, and I'm not going to jail, McCormick said Thursday. Joe Biden is a criminal. He was conducting malfeasance in office to enrich his family. Jake Sullivan is a conspirator in that, and there's more. Obama officials involved in it, I believe. McCormick, who worked with Biden from 2011 to 2017, detailed a key dialogue involving the vice president, aide Jake Sullivan and the press on Air Force Two before a trip to Kyiv, Ukraine, on April 21, 2014. Sullivan, who is the current national security advisor, outlined in a White House transcript Biden's priorities for his trip to the country, which included U.S. investment in the Ukrainian energy sector days after Hunter joined the board of Burisma, according to the New York Post. Months later, and well after the trip, Congress allocated $50 million to Ukraine's energy market. I'm sitting back there with a tape recorder. Jake Sullivan comes back and somebody asks about fracking. His answer is, well, we're bringing a lot of American assistance over for fracking. Burisma was the direct beneficiary of that fracking, and that's what I recorded, and that's in a White House transcript, McCormick said. In the transcript, you don't know who Jake Sullivan is. It's a senior administration official. I'm the witness that says Jake Sullivan is the guy who said it and he should be investigated because at the time Hunter Biden was on the board of Burisma and Joe Biden is bringing American taxpayer money to enrich that company and himself and his family, he continued. Hunter joined the board of the Ukrainian natural gas firm on April 18, just 3 days before Biden and his team traveled to Kyiv. But that critical piece of the puzzle was not made public until May 12. McCormick argued the timeline of the events suggests that Biden funneled American money overseas to enrich himself and his family, and used his own influence to aid his son's rookie energy career. The former stenographer made it clear he wants to present the information under oath before the grand jury in Delaware probing Hunter's business dealings, which is led by U.S. Attorney David Weiss. Hunter has been under federal investigation since 2018 for suspected tax and foreign lobbying violations. The probe into Hunter's alleged violations began after suspicious activity reports, SARs, regarding suspicious foreign transactions were flagged. Those SARs involved money funneled from China and other foreign nations, according to sources familiar with the probe. And although reports suggested in months past that the investigation is approaching a critical juncture, Republican subpoena power is likely to accelerate the investigation. If David Weiss can't have me in front of his grand jury explaining what I know as a witness, that's a fraudulent grand jury, McCormick said. It's a fraudulent use of the American judicial system to cover for Barack Obama and Joe Biden's crimes in office. Biden has repeatedly claimed he has not spoken to his son regarding his overseas business dealings. McCormick argued the information he has incriminates Biden, and likely more officials he worked with, in connection with the alleged influence peddling scandal. If I went in there, I would tell them to have Barack Obama called in as a witness because he's part of the conspiracy. He's an ex-president. He has to answer who was in charge of this, putting Joe Biden into this role? Did Barack Obama know about it? McCormick questioned. There's evidence I've seen and put in my Substack on April 16, so 2 days before Hunter joins Joe Biden is with Hunter in the West Wing. They have a meeting, and then later that day in the evening, Joe Biden spends a day in the limousine in the back of Barack Obama's limousine in western Pennsylvania, he continued. That's today's latest news. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment so that this channel can continue to exist. Thank you for listening to the end, and I hope it's useful.